Yes, YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Name me a better way to start the day. Check these views out, man. Couple of sheeps knocking about. Sun's just rising. Happy days. It's a Monday. Been a little bit radio silent, and there has been a reason for that. So, first of all, no changes have been made. My plan has been the exact same for a couple of weeks now. And then your boy was absolutely wrecked. Not last weekend, the weekend before. The date today is the 3rd of August, just for reference. I was staying at my missus's house, and I went in to train the morning after I'd slept over, and I felt just wrecked to the point where I messaged Reese, my coach, and I was like, bro, is this normal? Because I was expecting to feel like that at some point. Like, I know that I'm going to be feeling like pretty wrecked, but I thought it would be nearer to the show. Like, this was 8.5 weeks out and it's cropped up out of nowhere. And again, like, I'd assumed it would just be a gradual thing. So I messaged Reese. I was like, bro, I just feel destroyed. He was like, just keep cracking off. And now he gave me a few different things that it could potentially be. So I gave it another few days. I think I gave it another 3 days, checked in on Thursday, which is when I do my main check-in with Reese, and I was no better. The real telltale sign for me was I just had no aggression in me when I was training. I just had no fight, which is rare for me. Like, when I'm going into the gym and I'm training, I like to just get stuck in and be aggressive with my sets, but I was just finding it really hard. I was just super fatigued. That's the only way I can put it, mentally and physically. So on Thursday, Reese basically said, just have the full weekend off. So rest day is Thursday for me anyway. Didn't train Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday and Sunday was rest day food, no cardio, no training, and then steps were reduced from 14k down to 8 to 10. So I had 3 full days off, which I'm not gonna lie, I was so bored. I really was. I didn't really enjoy it too much. Freed up a little bit more time for me to work on my business, which is great, but I want to go in and train. And I feel like with there not being loads of time left, like at the time of me recording this video, I'm under 7 weeks out, which is, makes me nervous. Squeaky bum time, chaps. Time to fully dial in. Although saying that, this is the exciting part for me. I've not been this lean before, I've not been in this shape before, I've not had this much muscle before. So, I mean, from now onwards, it's going to be a case of touching new heights every few days, which is sick. I did have a 5 guys yesterday, which was phenomenal. Reese programmed a little 5 guys just to fill up some glycogen, some carbs, and obviously today, the day after, it's time to dig. It's time to dig, it's time to suffer. That's a joke, sort of. I know this is going to be tough, but again, it's going to be incredibly rewarding. Yesterday as well, I woke up. I was fine as soon as I woke up. Had a wash. I was drying my hair on the towel, and I've tweaked my neck, so I'm having to turn like Mike Myers. I can't turn my neck properly. I can, but it hurts. So that's where I'm at. That's the lowdown on how things are at the moment. But this just goes to show that, I mean, when dieting, pushing to extreme levels, or not even extreme, but just like great levels in terms of condition, 10 to 12% body fat, things are going to crop up that just get in the way. It's always part of the process. Like, I don't think anyone goes through any sort of transformation physically where something doesn't go tits up. It's just part of the process, which is fine. And I feel like the important thing is, you know, how to manage and deal with things when they do go tits up, because they're bound to. On the agenda for today, upper training day. I am waiting for a check-in response from Reese. I mean, I'm not expecting it right now. The time is 6 a.m. Your boy's up and out early. But when I know what the changes are that have been made, I will update you and we could take things from there. Another thing as well with me getting lean, I don't know if I've mentioned this on a video before, but my body clock just goes on a madness. I've been waking up at 3:30 a.m. every morning and I'm just awake. I wake up at 3:30, I'm not feeling groggy, I'm not tired. Saying that, I am going to bed early. Oh, I think yesterday was probably my worst day. I was in bed at 7 p.m. and I was nodding off a little bit. I was sort of dipping in and out, and then I checked my phone and I think it was 8:30, and then I was watching a bit of YouTube and I was Sparko just before 9 p.m. So funny. So I'm getting enough sleep in terms of the duration. I'm just waking up early. Like my body clock's just shifted backwards 3 hours, which is fine, to be honest. I know it seems a little bit crazy, but obviously with me running my own business, I can start work whenever. And again, like I love getting loads of stuff done before even 7 a.m. By the time 7 a.m.'s rolled around, I've been awake for 3.5 hours. I've done all my steps. I've had a couple of meals, done a little bit of work, and it's 7 a.m. Oh, it's such a sick feeling. It also means I can train earlier on in the day, which is nice because the gym's typically quieter. So although it sounds mad, it's working out pretty nicely for me. Right then, the check-in is in. Changes have been made. We are now up to 40 minutes cardio daily instead of 30. I'm not gonna lie, 10 minutes increase, 25% jump. Actually, that's a lie. 33% jump is quite hefty, but I was finding the cardio pretty easy. Now, that's not to say that, oh, like I want to do more cardio. I really don't. I don't enjoy doing my cardio, but this is the last little stage of fat loss. It's time for your body to get cardio upped. Steps are as they are at 15k. Food has been lowered on a training day and a rest day. Not by much. I think it's by 100 calories on each day. So you'll be seeing another food video at some point in the near future to run through those changes. I'm looking forward to this. I'm not gonna lie. I've not trained for 4 days, which for me is a lot. I'm in for upper as well, so it should be a good session. Time to whip up my drinks. So pre-workout, new pre-workout actually I've seen advertised called Euphoric. Had a little look at the panel of ingredients and it's looking good to me, so I'll pick some up. Not usually a proponent for pre-workout. I think if your diet and sleep are on point, pre-workout is not necessary. Although, if you train early morning and you work a 9 to 5 or you work in a trade, a strenuous job, pre-workout could potentially be useful. But for me, I feel like I don't really need it. But now, when I'm getting to the point where I am digging off those last few bits, energy's going to be extremely low, I'm going to be tired, fatigued, I need all the help I can get. So I picked up some pre-workout, I'm going to test it out today, see how I get on. They said Arctic Frost, it's supposed to be the same flavour as a White Monster, which, considering I drink them all the time, I actually can't pinpoint what the flavour of a White Monster is. I know I've searched it up before, but I can't remember. So, guess that will be a secret for now. And the scooper's lurking at the bottom. Right, the serving sizes, it says half a scoop and a full scoop. If you buy a pre-workout and they've got 2 serving sizes and you do the smaller one, what are you doing? More the merrier, in my eyes. It's better to have too much than not enough. Intra-workout sorted. That powder is unflavoured, by the way, so I'm going to stick in some Conte Sports Hydroflow cherry flavour. Not sponsored, would like to be sponsored. That's what I should say. Going to throw some electrolytes in there for the flavour and for the hydration. I'll see if I'm training and I'm sweating. I'm going to be dehydrating myself, so I need to top up on electrolytes. Now that those drinks are done, I'm ready to rock. Get to the point now where I'm picking up so many sups. I've not got room for all of them in the space that I've got. Look at this little corner that I've commandeered. I feel sorry for my mum because she's very much like a clean person, and I've just commandeered a corner of the kitchen. I've got my monies, 4 tubs of protein, some Diet Cokes, and then some egg whites as well. Sorry, Mum. We're in then, chaps, warming up these janky ass shoulders, or janky ass shoulder, should I say. Don't really spend too much time warming up, just get the rotator cuffs and shoulders moving, different directions. Get them nice and warm. Ready for some lat raises, boy. Not trained in 4 days. It feels like it's been forever. Can't remember the last time I haven't trained in a 4-day stint. It's well needed though. I was at a point where I just felt absolutely wrecked. Just super fatigued. It started off, I was getting fatigued. It was in the afternoon after I'd trained on my steps and done my cardio, and then it was at a point where I'd wake up and I'd just be fatigued. Even though straight away when I was doing my steps, I'd walk outside and just feel like, oh, really? And I'd have like 12k steps to do. That's what I was doing first thing in the morning, and it was just all day. Felt flat, fatigued, not having the best time. And again, I know that I am going to feel like this at some point because that's the way that prep goes. But when it first cropped up, I was 8-9 weeks out. Now we're under 7. It's crunch time. Obviously not being in 4 days, so I'm going to spend a good few sets warming up, starting off with some machine laterals, getting a feel for the muscle, and then we'll get to work. That feels nice. A little bit of tension on the delts. It really does baffle me how people can train in the gym and lift heavy, go to failure, with no tunes. To be fair, the tunes in this gym aren't that bad. I used to train at a Pure gym, and the tunes in there do not help you to train hard. Pure gym radio. Last session, we got 8 reps. So, gotta get 9. Just because you're dieting doesn't mean you can't progress your lifts. It's a little bit harder mentally, but it is possible. I feel like a lot of lads enter a diet and subconsciously it's just that switch. Oh, I'm in a deficit, my lift shouldn't be going up. Like, they 100% can. A lot of the lads that I take on board who have never done a proper diet before, never followed a proper training program before, will see quite big progressions throughout the entirety of their deficit, just due to the fact that they're training harder, they're more mentally switched on, and they're training more effectively. And again, accountability, being held to a higher standard, yada, yada, yada. Coaching works, fellas. So if anyone's interested, check the link in my bio. Open set number 1, setting the tone for the rest of the session. Sets of lat raises in. Got 5 guys who seems to be doing the trick. Feels good, man. Feels good just to be back in training again. 4 days, not a whole lot of time, but when you train 5 days a week, having 4 days off feels like a lot. It's been boring as well, very boring. Even cardio, I miss doing cardio. I think it's just being productive, that's what I've missed. And I know that the rest that I'd had was necessary because I was absolutely crushed, but it's not very fun at the time. I've got 2 sets on chest press. I've not trained my titties yet, so a couple of warm-ups and then straight into working. You know, I can't believe I'm only 7 weeks out, just under. Reps absolutely flown by, man. I remember on the first day I was 17 weeks and 6 days, so just under 18 weeks and 11 weeks in. Exciting times, man. Been in the works for 2.5 years. 2.5 years, bulking, cutting, all to prep for these shows that I've got coming up. A lot of time for one goal. The goal that started just because I started my coaching business. I was working on my clients, working on building my business, and didn't have a goal for myself. I hate that, I really do. I'm all for maximising business, but I feel like, well, for me anyway, I need to be working towards something for me, not in a selfish sense, but just my own mental health, like my own personal goals. I feel like if you're pouring your all into other people, you're not sort of filling your own cup, you're filling other people's cups. And I know that, yeah, working on your business, more money, more opportunities, a little bit more freedom. I still think it's important to have goals for you, regardless of what you're doing and what sort of job you're in. Right, last session was 122 for 5. Got 122 on, so anything more than 5. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, beautiful 3-rep PB. Right then, peeps. Exercise number 3 should be shoulder press. However, my right shoulder's a little bit dodgy, so I've swapped it for an incline press. It's a lot more comfortable on my shoulder. So obviously it's an incline press. So I'm still going to be hitting my front delt, a little bit of upper pec as well, which I need. Who doesn't need a little bit of extra upper pec? So I've got 2 sets on here. Top set, back off set, same dance, and then we are on to a little bit of back. So last session, I got 6 with the weight that I've got on. So 7 is the target.
Bicho da chuva, você é louco. Meu Deus.
On to some back then. Had some slight technical difficulties, my mic just disconnected. So what I was saying, I was in with Tay, the last YouTube video I uploaded was Tay's transformations photo shoot. He was saying that with back, there's a movement pattern in which he just doesn't connect very well with. And basically said that for every individual, there will be movement patterns that you don't connect as well with. Like I'm the same. Horizontal rows for me for the upper back, I don't really feel them that much. Still important to do them because I need to grow my upper back. As long as your execution is on point, so obviously I made sure that his execution was good. He was making sure that he was wrapping his shoulder blades around his rib cage, fully stretching and elongating the upper back muscles, and then he was driving back, pinching his shoulder blades together to contract the muscles. So as long as your form is good and you're taking that all the way to failure, you will recruit the fibers in the upper back and you will cause tension, stimulus, which will obviously lead to growth if your body's in the right environment to do so. So just bear that in mind. As long as your execution is on point and you know that it is, don't just trust your own sort of instincts if you've not fully researched biomechanics. Have a look online at some people who are good at biomechanics. There's a fellow called Ben Yanis on Instagram, Benyanes. He's gone through every exercise on his Instagram page so you can see the form, execution, how to set it up. So that'll be sweet to help you out. Mind muscle connection, it's not going to be unreal for every movement, for every muscle group. There will be certain muscle groups that you feel more, there will be certain muscle groups that you feel less. It's still important to train on them. Right then, peeps, pump check. Feeling full as a house. Definitely a little bit watery. From the five guys, I can see it and feel it just a little bit. Skin's a little bit thicker, not as thin. Still obviously lean. Just going to practice a little bit of posing. I need to film it portrait. So unfortunately you're not going to see it. That's going to wrap up the gym session. I'm going to get home. It's time to eat. It is in fact the day after. Didn't end up filming any bits. Got myself a little cheeky Diet Coke. So I just wanted to upload this as an update. I've been a little bit radio silent. I've not been on the weekly uploads. I will be from now on, especially heading into crunch time. It's squeaky bum time. So yeah, weekly updates will be coming in. I'm assuming that changes will be made quite frequently. I'm assuming I'll probably be feeling differently week to week. Probably not in a good way, but I'm here for it. I'm here to embrace it. So that's going to wrap it up. Drop me a like if you've enjoyed the video. If you've got any questions about me, prep, my setup, let me know. Happy to answer them. Do not forget to drop me a sub. I'll catch you people in the next one.